to my network. Today I'm joined by Alison Page, Operations Manager at ProtectSure. Alison looks after underwriting and claims. She's been a leader for the last 12 years and her passion is to develop people. Welcome, Alison.
Hi, Deanna.
Let's get started. So if you could talk to yourself as a young grad in the industry, what advice would you give yourself knowing what you know now?
So many things. Not that I've made a lot of, big mistakes in my career, but I always think just believe in yourself and back yourself. You've got to go with your gut feeling and believe that the decisions that you're making are right. And that includes, not just following the normal career path that people expect you to follow. It's okay to take a few sideway moves to be able to really develop your skills and to get experience in different aspects of the business, and work really hard and I guess follow the things that you enjoy, and try and take something out of every role that you do. It may not be the role that you're really passionate about and you see yourself doing in the future, but I believe that every single role that you do as part of your career path, you can learn something from, whether it's the people or the organisation that you're working from or the process. It will help you to build on your skill set and you'll be able to use those skills further down the track.
Absolutely. There's always something to learn and grow in each experience that we have, and really mature advice. Sometimes sideways steps are, really the right step in that moment in order to progress you for your future.
Yeah.
And what has been the greatest achievement in your career, Alison?
So some of the people I have led in some of my teams during my career, I've seen them go on to have really successful careers and do really well. So that makes me happy and makes me really proud of what I've done. But I guess one of the more personal achievements for me was I got made redundant from a role probably 6-7 years back. And I took the opportunity to volunteer for an organisation in Fiji. And it showed me that the skills that I'd actually developed over my career are completely transferable. I worked for a medical organisation over there, and I've never worked in the medical profession before. So I was able to use my people skills, my project development skills, and my organisation skills to really add some value to that organisation. And I can really see the impact that I did have over there. So that made me just really, really proud that I was able to kind of give back to a community that really needed it.
That's fantastic. And what a great opportunity, and how rewarding to go over there and utilize all of your transferable skills, and also make the most of, having been made redundant. That can be a really stressful and difficult time, but you went and did something, really valuable after that opportunity came up for you. So awesome. Yeah. And what do you think is the most important skill for a successful underwriting professional?
I think being able to have a look at the big picture. So quite often in this industry, which is very process-driven, very compliance-driven, we can tend to just get stuck in following a process. But I think it's really important, because every risk is completely different, to be able to look at the big picture and really hone in and look at the attention to the detail, because every risk is completely different and you don't want to treat every risk exactly the same. So being able to look at each particular risk and just not following the process, but actually looking at it on its individual merits, I think is really important.
Yeah, great advice there. Okay. And what are your top tips for juniors or insurance professionals who may be looking to transition into an underwriting role?
I think really learning from the people around you, so other insurance professionals who you look up to and who you work with, or in the greater network of the insurance industry is kind of key. You can read things in books, you can look at the underwriting guidelines, but really it's from talking to those people who have, experience and are successful underwriters is where you're probably going to learn your most crucial skills from. And, just trying different things as well. Like it might be trying to underwrite a different product until you find something that you really enjoy. But learning from those around you, I think is probably key, whether it's a small organization or whether it's a big organization. There's always lots of people that you can learn from and talk to. So that people aspect, I think, is really kind of key.
Yeah, perfect. And for me, speaking with so many insurance professionals, I can definitely see how leveraging your network and people around you is an important thing. It gives you an opportunity to learn, to ask questions, to make sure it's the right industry and the right role that you want to move into. So I think that's really good advice.
Yeah, exactly.
And what do you think is the most important emerging skill that insurance professionals will need in the next 10 years?
I think being resilient and being able to quickly adapt to change are really important. I know, the insurance industry isn't necessarily known for moving quickly with technology or systems or process. But, the market is changing quite a lot. And I think, being able to adapt to those changes or being the person who suggests those changes. So always thinking about how you can contribute to the company doing things differently is going to, really help you to adapt to anything that's thrown at you. And that's, I guess, applies to personal life or business life, being able to kind of adapt to the change that's thrown at you and keep up with what's happening in the market and what other people are doing is, I think, a really key skill because it's the only thing that's really kind of guaranteed, isn't it, that things are going to always be changing. So how you react to those change and how you adapt to it is, I think, really key. And also, I guess, the people skills as well. More things are getting automated. But I think, everything still comes back to the key people relationships and the networks and you build, whether it's internally or externally as well. So, those things I think will always be important. It doesn't matter whether it's now or in 10 years' time.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. That theme of resilience and adaptability is really important now more than ever. All of us have had to deal with so much change, and as you say, this is the one constant. Change is always constant, and relationship building and management is also really critical as well. So definitely agree with that. Alison, thank you for joining us, and to my network, stay tuned for upcoming content in 2023.
Thank you.